Hello, Veronica. It's Mr. Shawn again, here to read another story. Actually, we're going to talk about some science today. I hope you're doing well and enjoying being outside, hopefully in the summertime, maybe playing with friends or your sister or cousins or whoever. All right, so let's read. What is a gas? Everything is made of matter. Yes, we've talked about that in other stories. Some matter is a gas matter. Air is a gas. Steam is a gas. So can you see air? No, not really. Not in its normal thing. You can't see gas. You can see steam. It's that white stuff that comes off of food when it's really hot. You'll see steam. And steam is water that is turned into a gas. So it's turned into steam. A gas does not have its own shape. The air inside of a bubble will take the same shape as the bubble. The helium inside of a balloon will make the same shape as the balloon. So, helium, these balloons, is a gas, and that's what makes them float because helium is actually lighter than air. It means it doesn't weigh as much as the air does, so that's why the balloons float. And then see, he's blowing into a bubble maker. Have you ever done that? Made bubbles? It's kind of fun. I liked making bubbles when I was a kid. I tried to make really big bubbles. Or maybe if you chew bubble gum, you can make bubbles with bubble gum and then they pop. Just like these soap bubbles is what these are. You can pop them or chase them or whatever. Animals like to jump and try and grab them. That's kind of fun to watch. A gas will spread out to fill the container it's in. A gas can be squeezed into a small container, then it will spread out when it goes into a bigger container. The air in this bicycle pump can be squeezed through the pump's hose, and the air will fill the bicycle tire. Yep, so when you pump, you push this handle down, air gets pushed through this hose, which is thinner than this tire. And the air fills the tire. So the tire gets bigger and harder so you can ride your bike. You ever had to do that? Pump up your bike tire? You ever done that? It can take a little bit of time and a little bit of energy, depending on how much you have to pump. Some gases are heavier than others. Helium is a kind of gas that is lighter than air. See, we talked about that before, didn't we? In previous couple pages. A balloon filled with helium will float up. That's because helium is lighter than air. Yeah, we talked about that, didn't we? So have you ever had a balloon like that filled with helium that it makes your balloons float? You have to get that at certain places. Meyer may have that where they fill them up for you. Or you can sometimes you can buy a canister of helium. So if you have a party and you want to fill up your own balloons with helium, you can do that yourself. Some gases can become liquids. Steam from the shower cools when it hits the bathroom mirror. The steam turns into drops of water on the mirror. Does that happen to you when you take a bath or a shower and your mirror in the bathroom gets all covered with white frosty looking stuff, which is water that got cooled down or steam that was cooled down? Sometimes you see it on your window in your house when it gets really cold in wintertime. That same thing can happen because there's water vapor, steam that you can't really tell in the air all the time. And when it hits a really cold piece of glass in the wintertime, it turns into, it's called condensation. So that's what the boy is wiping off on his window. Some gases can become solids. The air outside includes water, as in the form of a gas. That is in a form of a gas. That gas turns into frost when the air gets very cold. Frost is a solid. So let's see, like when your mom's car is outside in the wintertime, maybe, and you get frost on the window, that white stuff that's kind of frozen to it, that is frost, and that is a solid, kind of like an ice cube, but not quite the same, or snow. Scientists study gases to learn more about them. They want to know what gases are made of. They want to know what happens to gases when they are heated, cooled, or mixed together. What would you like to know about gases? These are called steam vents, and they generally, that gas is not very, it's not safe to breathe. So it might be what's called carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide, which is dangerous to breathe. Like when you see trucks and they have all that smoke coming out of them, that's from gas being burned, and that's not, it's called noxious. Means it's not good to breathe. So you can get sick and it can hurt you. So you don't want to do that. All right, so that's our story for today about gas. So I hope you learned some stuff about gas today. It might be in interest to you. So, all right, until next time, Veronica, take